is Jess. She fell in love with Mike.
For a living, we create adult content.
The married couple first started in the adult industry as a way of supporting their family through lockdown.
I suggested to Jess, would she be interested in doing this? I just thought, oh, as long as we make the mortgage, we'd be all right. Now we're earning about $35,000 a month.
We just make money from having our relationship.
But the couple soon found themselves having to deal with judgment.
My mum, dad, brother and sister all received an anonymous email with all the links to our OnlyFans saying, this is Mike, he's a disgrace to your family.
Some of my friends went a bit quiet on me.
I feel like a lot of our friendship group was mainly about the children, like how it was going to affect them.
So under here, this is like all the fun, isn't it, I guess? This is all Jess's lingerie and board games, lighting, dress up, toys, heels, everything you can imagine really. So we met back in 2012 when I was working as a personal trainer at a gym and Jess was a member.
And we just got on so well, didn't we, like straight from the beginning.
You're wearing black, aren't you?
Yeah. So if you wear black as well.
We've been married for 4 years.
Yeah.
And we've been together we're into our 10th year.
For a living, we create adult content.
Are you ready?
Yeah, one sec. We post predominantly on OnlyFans. We'll typically make content like 5 times a week, won't we? Like Monday to Friday.
Yeah, every day. So we both had normal jobs like to start with. I had done makeup and...
I was a DJ, I run an events company. When lockdown hit, it was like, well, there's no point me doing this job now anyway. I couldn't have worked anyway, to be honest. So I suggested to Jess that would she be interested in doing this, and there wasn't really much hesitation at all, was there?
Like, yes, let's go. This job saved us really, like especially in lockdown, because we both would have had no jobs.
Yeah, exactly. I was a bit sceptical about it. I thought, oh, it's probably not going to be very good, but we'll give it a go. We filmed a video, uploaded it, and it just went crazy, didn't it? Literally from like the get-go, really. I just thought, oh, as long as we make the mortgage, we'll be all right. But the first month we made way more than the mortgage, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And 5-6 months in, we realised that we don't even need to do our jobs. Now we're earning about $35,000 a month.
When we first started doing the job, there was like a rumour that went round and then it came back to me. So I thought, right, I'm going to tell my mum and I'm going to tell my sister because I'd rather them hear it from me rather than someone else. My mum went to me, she went, oh, I got asked to do something like that when I was younger. So my mum, being my mum, she was just like, yeah, that's fine. Her reaction was, as long as I'm not putting myself in danger, then she's happy.
My mum, dad, brother and sister all received an anonymous email from somebody with all the links to our OnlyFans saying, this is Mike, he's a disgrace to your family, and basically just outed me to my family. We went round the day after they received that email. Not one person said anything to us about it. They treated us no differently. I said, I understand you know, and they said, oh yeah, we got this email, but they were really supportive.
Yeah,
she
said care. She was like, I was a bit shocked at the beginning because it's not something she wanted to say. I think whoever sent that email, the timing of that email was
there to cause destruction.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it didn't ruin anything. None of the family minded, did they? They didn't care. They were all very supportive.
We have 2 children, one of 7 and one of 11.
Yeah.
We don't tend to keep anything a secret, so with our job, we talk about it quite freely, don't we?
We're very open with who we are and what we do.
Yeah. With our oldest, we've sat down and spoke to her about it just because her friends have seen us on TikTok and they have more idea of what's going on.
We sat her down and said, if people are saying this, it's because of what we do. And she gave a really, really nice response. It was like, as long as you're happy and as long as I'm looked after, then I don't care, I don't mind. Which is really, really grown up and really nice what she said, wasn't it? Our youngest is still, I think, too young to understand.
When he gets to that point, we'll always tell him the truth. We don't hide anything from them.
With social media, we get a lot of judgment, don't we? Jess was a bridesmaid at a wedding and she did a TikTok of her going to full wedding makeup and the bridesmaid dress. So some of the comments like, you've probs done her man as well. Imagine having this as a bridesmaid. Prob's gonna the newly wedded husband.
I don't want to sleep with any other man, I want to sleep with my husband, and we just make money from having our relationship. We tend to not let it get to us, But sometimes there are moments when you do just let it get to you and you just think, why are people so mean?
It's not going to stop us doing what we do, so.
No, like friends or anything like that have completely disowned us. I think at the beginning, some of my friends went a bit quiet on me or sort of weren't there for me at the beginning. But I think like now everyone's sort of like warmed to the idea and like everyone knows that I've not changed as a person and that I'm just the same me.
I think I do ask a lot of questions though, don't I?
You ask loads of questions.
Yeah, all
you're
the time.
You're probably the friend that asks the most questions.
Yeah.
Who's the most interested in?
Yeah, I'm just intrigued by it. I find it really interesting, like what you do. I feel like a lot of our friendship group was mainly about the children, like how it was going to affect them. It's like, are you thinking of the kids, how they're going to feel, what they're going to see as they get older and stuff like that. But then at the same time, I feel like it was a reason to have an issue with it as well, if that makes sense.
So I think as well that even if we didn't have children, I don't need that in my life. Someone said that my partner thinks it's disgusting, wasn't it? It was something along those lines, wasn't it?
But I think it was probably said in a certain way and then replayed to you in another way, wasn't it? Which is always the case when you're not there, like in the moment. But most of us were just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I think maybe it's like sometimes my insecurities maybe of the whole dynamic makes it,
I don't think my personal feelings have changed at all because I feel like you've done so well with it and you didn't even see it going that way, really, did you? Like from the start, you don't.
We just done it for a bit of fun and like a bit of extra money and now it's become like our whole entire life.
Yeah.
If we had have stayed in our previous jobs, we wouldn't have this house now, we'd have lost this house. I don't know where we would have been because of lockdown and coronavirus would have absolutely wiped us out.
We've got a relationship where we're like best friends and the job that we do allows us to be us. It's 3-day weekends up like for the kids. Like their goals and their achievements can be fulfilled like for us just being there at the weekends. I would never want my children to be one of them children who say, oh, my mum was never at anything. She had no time for that. She had no time for me. And the fact that we can give our time is, I think one of the most important things that we can give.
I'd say our plans for the future, we're investing our money into sort of other avenues. We understand this, what we do right now, it's not a sustainable job in the sense that we won't be doing this when we're 65 years old.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But having said that, I don't see an end date to it.
No, not at the moment.
It's just given us a life that we never thought was possible, to be fair. Like we're always together, we get to work together, we're being paid to
have fun together.
Yeah, exactly, and it is fun.